Hey guys, this is Luthais and welcome to an in-depth guide to base building. Now this has been a video that's been requested by a few people, and what I'm going to do today is start at the beginning. Building a base is not extremely difficult. There are intricate parts of it that when you want to change certain parts, then you're going to struggle a bit. But what I want to be starting at is the beginning, guys, and the beginning is base location. Now, if you guys want to see the best base locations on Orca Island, then please leave it down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to make a video about it showing you the absolute prime locations for building a base. Now, this location is at the north, close to the hospital, but when you look at resources that you've got around you, then the hospital is of course a major asset, but there are a lot of camping areas right around you where people can hide in, and of course there's a mountain right above you. So although the ground is great and level here and it gives you a nice space to loot, it's not a great location. And of course, just showing you guys the hospital quickly because I said I would do that and I'm doing it now. And yes, guys, the hospital doesn't take a lot of time to loot, but the amount of loot that you can get in here is absolutely ridiculous. Anti-rad pills, rubbing alcohol, antibiotics, radiation, gas canisters and radiation, hazmat suits. Everything that has to do with medical, water purification tablets, heat packs, you name it, guys. Everything that you need to survive on Orca Island regarding radiation and poison and keeping food, being able to cure yourself from poison and radiation and purifying water. It's got it all, guys. It's an absolutely fantastic location for everything that a hospital should have. And the world items spawn a heck of a lot of stuff. So yes, just giving you a quick overview here. And like I said, adrenaline, everything. And here I even find a blue hazmat suit. So in one run, I found the gas canister and the hazmat suit. And of course, as you guys know, close to the hospital, there's a big radiation zone. And of course, with the hazmat suit and the gas canister pack, and lady, if you find the mask, it's going to help you a heck of a lot with radiation. So yes, everything you need medically is right here. And yes, very excited about it. I really love the design. I love how many world items you can interact with. And I promise you guys, one run here and you're set for a very, very long time. And you don't have to worry about food poisoning or water being irradiated. And if you want to know a good way of getting rid of spider mutants that are outside, just hit them through the window. This is of course a new bulldog gun. I really love all the new weapons. And yes, just be careful for the spider mutants, little babies. They can really do some damage to you. And yes, right to the left of the hospital, I found this prime location. Very big, so if you're a large clan, you want to put your plot sign right in the middle of this flat surface and build a major empire. Like you can see, there's a lot of space for you to see everyone. But of course, as a solo player, the campsite is very important for me because it's got a place there to cook my meat. And I've already done my research. A bear spawns here, wolves now and then come past here, and deer spawn here as well. So it's a great location for food. And of course, because of the hospital, it's a great location for medical supplies. And of course, the sea is just around the corner, so by the new bridge, so I won't have any water problems. And of course I've got the big radiation zone close to me, and of course the biggest bunker in Miscreated, which I can always go and loot whenever I want. Now of course when you start out, your inventory is probably going to be full, and what I usually do is I get 5 wood logs and then make 2 lumber and a furniture panel, and then I craft a small chest. But what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be starting with a large crate, which takes 2 furniture panels and 3 lumber. Now what I want you to do is when you start building things, try and memorize exactly how many wood logs it will take to craft the furniture panels and every single component, so that you don't run up and down and every time you go through a tree you're not sure how many wood logs you must get. So yes, the fastest way is basically just getting the right amount of wood logs, converting them and building it piece by piece. As you can see, I'm struggling with my inventory now at the moment, and that's why I say it's very, very important that you guys don't try and build a base when your inventory is full. And of course make sure your water and food is at a good level as well, or that you've got resources, because you're going to get thirsty and hungry. So we're going to start with a large chest, and we're going to organize our inventory to basically use this large chest and just put all the items in there, like ammunition that we're not going to use now, and different other components which we don't need at this very moment. And what I would suggest is, depending on the amount of items you have, 1 large chest and probably 2 small chests is a good target for the beginning. And then as soon as you've got all your items in there, just make sure they're hidden nicely. I'm not really worried because I'm quite a distance from the hospital, so for a person to run past this location is very unlikely. But of course I'm quite active on the server, so I'm not very worried about that. And of course I'll be showing you guys in depth how I construct my bases and the various options that you have when you start constructing a base. So yes, just organizing my inventory space, and I hear a bear. Like I said, I know there's a bear spawn, but just want to equip my pistol quickly and make sure he doesn't become a problem, and get my bear meat that I need so badly. As you can see, he's quite a tough bugger, and remember guys, don't run away from him unless there's a barrier between you and him, because he's going to catch you and he's going to bite, half of your backside off. So just be careful and make sure you've got ammo. If you don't have any ammunition, make sure to stay out of his way. So yes, now we're just quickly constructing the small crate, which takes 2 lumber and 1 furniture panel. Just to make sure, we're already sitting at 17.25 kgs, so we've got a lot of space, but I want to go back to the hospital later, so I want to clear my inventory completely, get the hazmat mask in there, and maybe try and see if I can get the hazmat suit and the canister again at some time, and then yes, give you guys a nice run through of how the hazmat suit helps you in a radiation zone. So we've basically got all our inventory cleared up, and now we're just going to get some sticks and stuff. But I did another run at the hospital, and as you guys can see, I got a lot of stuff: seeds, amalgamated motherboards, and a bunch of antibiotics, matches, lighters, you name it. And I've got my bear meat. So at the end of a hard day's work, we're gonna chop some wood logs, And I'm going to use my great fireplace that I've always got here close to my base at the campsite. So yes guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and yes, our main focus was basically just the base location and the amount of resources that we've got around us. The last thing you want to do is build a base that's far away from everything, and it will take you a very long time to get there because it's out of your way. And of course you don't want to build a base that's very close to other bases, because it makes the possibility of other clans finding you so much easier. And as you can see now, wolves are chasing a deer past us, and like I say, we've got a lot of resources close to us. We've got the hospital, we've got an open field that it will be very difficult for people to really get a camp location close to us. And of course it's a good distance away from everything so that we don't get a lot of traffic running past this location. Like, you know, bases in the road or very close to checkpoints or very close to hotspots do get run by quite a lot, and if clans think, you know, they want to loot somebody, then you don't want to be the first base on their mind. So yes, in the next episode I will be showing you guys exactly what different kinds of bases you can create, and a few different ways of starting your base and how you want to go about it. And of course, yes, just various aspects of the height that you want to begin at and how big you want to go, and the main purpose of your base will be very important as well. But in any case guys, I hope you enjoy this episode. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button, and for future content just click that bell button.